We're going to bring in the one, the only, Jerry Jacobs, cornerback from the Detroit Lions!
What's up, Jerry? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Dude, so I got that same shirt and it doesn't look as good on me.
All right, Jerry, that's the first question. Where are we on body fat, brother?
Yeah, 7%.
You say low.
I believe it.
Yeah, 7%.
You're a little bit thicker than last year? Did you put on some?
No, I actually lost weight. I was 205 last year. I'm like 195 right now.
Did you want to lose it?
Yeah, I want to play at this weight right now.
What did you feel like would be different?
Just I felt a little heavier, so I feel like I could be more smoother, out of breaks and stuff like that. So I just want to be a little smaller.
I think we should probably start with where you at. How you feeling?
I feel great, man. I ain't really got no date on when I'm return, but it's gonna be soon. But just taking it one day at a time, just attacking it. I'll be good though. Everything going great.
I saw you yesterday at practice, kind of barking at the coaches a little bit. Staying in their ears, staying engaged. How important is that for you to be able to get that feedback while you're not able to participate?
It's very important. Just getting the feedback from your coaches and them talking to you while you're out there about the same things. Just to see you not out there, them talking to you. So it's very important though. So you got to stay on it.
Let me ask you. Today I saw you, right?
Yeah.
There's two different Jerrys I saw out there.
Right.
One, as they were doing the reps early, every single play, every guy that came back had a different handshake. You had the whole thing, the Okudah, right? The whole thing going on. That was cool. And then they went to the harder practice, and you stood there, and you were just coiled. I could tell that you were just like you wanted to be on that field. How does that feel? I mean, you've got to be close. You've got to be ready to get out there. I mean, are you ready like today if they'd let you go?
Man, hey, coaches know, man. They see me every day and they come up to me just like, tell me take it one day at a time because they know I want to be out there with the guys, and compete. They know I love to compete. So it's not hard, it's a mental, you just got to take it one day at a time. Like I said, it was hard the first couple of days, but I'm getting better. But I'm at a good point in my life, and my leg gonna be good, so I think everything gonna be all right. Everything just perfect, just at a steady uphill. So y'all see how it comes though.
No, I saw, and the smooth, the happiness that you have with the guys, the rapport you have with the rest of that secondary, that is amazing. You guys are really all in it together. Talk about that room. What's the sense in the room amongst the guys?
Man, we coming together. I feel like we're gonna be real great. I ain't gonna keep talking about it, but I think we're gonna show you guys the connection. We get in there. We getting a little better, but every day we getting 1% better with each other. And like we go out to eat with each other. So like it's a great brother bond with them guys. And the oldest guy is Tracy Walker. So he like the big brother to us, like the uncle. So everybody just look up to him and just keep going. Off his passion and stuff like that for the game.
They embracing the seatbelt gang lifestyle?
Man, they love it, man. They weighing on their shirts right now.
All right.
Like AP, AG, they just weighing on it. So they love it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
They still celebrate. They still
awesome.
do it for me.
What it mean to you when you saw Tracy re-sign here?
Oh, man, it was just a blessing. Because I played with him last year, and he know the game crazy. He been around a lot. He been around here 5 years, so it's like when I played with him, he was like a big bro to me. He taught me some things, so it was a blessing to see him come back because he really wanted to come back and play for Detroit for real. So I was happy for him.
For teams to be successful, they need stories like Jerry Jacobs. You need to find guys that your coaches then take, develop, maximize, and all of a sudden you look up and here's this undrafted guy who's a starter, who's playing well, and just kind of give me your thoughts on that journey. And as you reflected on it going back to last year and kind of how AP and AG affected that.
Oh, man, it's crazy. I always think about it to this day. When I got the text before. So week 4, we had played, I think it was Baltimore, then no, it was Chicago. And then AG texted me, he was like, hey, Jerry. I was like, what's up? And he was like, I don't care how you got here. I was like, you right? He was like, I want you to start for me this weekend. I want you to travel Allen Thielen. And when I got that message, man, I was just like, oh man, you really here? So I'm like, take advantage of it, because I did get an opportunity week 2, and I did some things I messed up a little bit. And he was like, I told him if you put me in again, I would never lose this opportunity. So he gave me the opportunity again. I just ran uphill with it. So the connection with AP, and AG, they just treated me like I was a first round pick. Like they didn't treat me like I was undrafted. They taught me a lot of things. So it was a blessing to play with them guys.
Is that treatment still going on this year now that you're somewhat established? I know you're not out there playing, but you're very active in the meetings. Is there like a feeling of more trust and respect from them, or is that sort of the same for you?
Man, it's like honestly, like I'm blessed. So Brad, all them, the GM, the owner, like they just come up to me and like just tell me. Like when I just see that and like not trying to be cocky, but when I get them people coming up to me like from being an undrafted rookie, it was just like it's special. Like so, I got some more in me, man. I'm really pumped to go. Like if they let me go off this leash right now, I will. So we're just gonna take it one day at a time. But like for like I was saying though, it's a blessing though. So
well, you only missed the padless time, so your game shines when the pads come on because you are a physical guy.
Right.
Talk to me a little bit about your style of play and if they're asking you to do more of that, or there's been a defensive scheme change, the focus on aggression. Tracy talked about it. Deshaun talked about it a lot today. Very happy about it. What does that mean for you?
Man, the scheme AG is aggressive and violent. So I come with that, but at the same time, they got a couple of schemes up for me. They wanted me to get in the inside. Sometimes if you got a best receiver in the inside, they want me to get on him a little bit. So it's a lot. Like it's a lot that come with it, but at the same time, I think I could take it. So I can play a little nickel or something if it come down to it. But it's a good scheme they got going on right now.
You and I talked last year, and I think the one thing that we talked about is I think defines you and who you are. You're always going to be an undrafted free agent in your mind. You will always be. You're going to keep that disrespect, right? Just because it makes you fight.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the undrafted right now on the team. Like you better ask them how I be in their face talking to them. Like for real, like it's an opportunity, man. Like just got my story out there and what I did. I just want to keep going, man, to show everybody.
What's your advice to them? What's your advice to the guy that comes in and nobody even knows who they are right now?
Keep working. Like you never know when you get the opportunity, and like grind every day, bro. Like you in the NFL, like most people don't get the opportunity, like so when you get in the door, you're a professional. So like just take it one day at a time and just grind. I bet the outcome will come out good. Like,
have some of the undrafted guys come up to you like that? Like I know Sed is back there.
Yeah.
I watched him in college, and he's kind of a similar guy to you too.
Right, Sed real good. A lot of dudes come up to me, a lot of rookies right now. Sed, we got a good connection. Like I said, I'm rooting for them guys. I want him to make it, so I'm telling him everything I did to get there. But we got a good connection.
Let's talk about your relationship with the coaches. I mean, Dan Campbell takes all the headlines, right? You can't. I mean, he's always out there with.
You've had enough of that shit,
right? That's his thing. That's our guy.
Right. He always say that.
But let's talk about Coach Pleasant. We had a run-in with some of the Pleasant family today, and I don't say run-in. I want to say we got to meet and talk to him in a very good way.
It was a positive run.
Yeah. And I want to hear because. We hear a little bit, but we don't get a lot out of what is Coach Pleasant doing for the team. I'd love to hear from you about some of the defensive coaches, what they mean to you. And, I mean, look, we've talked about it when you were on last time, right? That day you got hurt, and that tweet to your mom was one of the most heart-wrenching tweets I've ever seen, man? And it came out, you come from this dark spot, and you get to where you are, and you're back to the Jerry we always know, who's always had, it's an uphill fight, but it's never too big a hill. It's never too big a hill to climb. Talk about the coaches and how they've worked with you through this to get up this hill together.
Man, AP, Coach Pleasant, I don't know what to say, like, he come with, like, some days, like I said, I want to play football, I want to compete, so I come out there, with a little mad face just because I want to compete, and he'll always come up to me and just cheer me up, like, so, like, and for him being from Detroit, like, he want to change it, too, so, like, to see his, like, motivation to try to change the city, the team, I'm with it, so, like, he can bring that energy, and AG, hey, man, that's just another dog, bro, he played in the league 15 years, he know what to take, and, he going to help us out, change this around, so. All the coaches I really got a good connection with, like Dan Campbell, we talk, all the day. So.
They talk about, you Jerry Jacobs is a name, right? You've made a name for yourself. You've got a place in that locker room for sure. You're not one of the guys whose names isn't known, right? How about the city of Detroit? How do you feel? You've come here now. You've been here about a year. How do you feel about the city? How's the city welcomed you? How do you feel it's treated you, and how are you feeling to fit in?
This is my second home. What can I say? Like, I like it. They treated me good, bro. Welcome arms. They let me come in. A lot lot of fans, you know, honestly, I shot you guys out because, like I said, when I came here, I didn't really do no, like, podcast. Y'all was the first people, like, to put me on with a lot of Detroit fans. So, like, I shot you guys out, so thank you. But they real good to me. You know, I just want to help it out and change. Like, I want to be here for a minute and just want to change it around. What you can do?
Got to get those T-shirts printed, man.
Yeah.
Got to get the T-shirts printed. Got to get that going. Give me some thoughts on what you're seeing in front of you. I know you're watching from the side right now, but that defensive line, it's so important to what you guys want to do. Aleem's back, looks different. I think Levi was never himself last year. He's back this year. Obviously, you draft Hutch. Just the guys that are going to set the tone for that defense up front.
Ooh, aggressive and violent. You know, we watching practice today and see Charles Harris, Aiden coming out the edge, Aleem in the middle, Levi, Brock, like, oh my God, it's gonna be a destruction in that D-line. And like, they gonna help us out, and we gonna help them out. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna be a good year for us. So you know,
it's basic stuff, but just tell it to me like I'm two. How important it is if those guys are making that quarterback get that ball out fast.
Very important. And by us locking the dudes up like 3, 4, 5 seconds, they getting a sack. Like, honestly, Aiden coming out quick, Charles coming out, Aleem pushing it. Hey, it's a connection. So we work together.
Or he hurries and it's up for grabs.
Oh, yeah. You know they throwing it up. Yeah, so, like, Charles got him running. They going to throw it up. So, yeah, interception's coming.
I mean, that's another guy that's another great story. I mean, here's Charles, first-round draft pick, bounces around, really doesn't get any traction, comes here. You watched it unfold. What do you think happened with Charles here? How did this coaching staff impact him?
They just told him when he got here, like, they care about what happened. You know, like, you still are, you know, a good player, and they just want to help him out. So once he got under AG scheme, you know, he taught him some things, and he went crazy. And I look up to him too. So like, we had a good connection last year. So I think he's gonna be a great player, a really great player.
Yeah, he's off to a good start. Just, I got to get excited about Aleem. Fellow rookie last year.
Yes, sir.
Just talk to me about, like, he's a hell of a guy.
Great person, good people, good music. He got to, y'all need to check him out. Hey, he can get good on that mic. Good people.
Definitely. Yeah. We need somebody on the mic, Riz.
Yeah. I gotta eat it again, don't I? My bad. Award-winning broadcaster. I'm the one that needs to get told. That's beautiful.
Oh, man.
That's a guy, though, that could take a big step this year.
Yeah,
because you could see it coming towards the end of last year. I mean, big guys like that, they mean so much to a defense.
Yeah. Big picture.
Yeah. And I think we talked about him a second ago, but the guy I'm really excited about is Levi, just because he was never right last year. His body looks different this year. And I think I just remember draft night when he was on the phone with all of us, and he just said, "I like to blank up." Yep. You know, he just kept saying it, and it never happened last year. But I know he's got to be fired up to come back this year.
That's all you're doing right now.
Yeah,
that blank up. Yeah. I know the words you're saying, but you're doing that right now. You're doing it right now.
Has Aiden jumped out at you at all?
Oh, that's my guy. He's real good. Have you not jumped out on tape? Check him out.
Yeah, no, we've seen some things, but I mean, I know you look at it from a different point of view than we do, so I just wonder what you're seeing.
The ball is crazy. So
it's going to be easy to play behind him, isn't it?
Wow, it is. We're going to connect. And connection.
You know, one of the things that Aubrey has talked about and AG has talked about is you guys getting the ball more, an emphasis on getting the ball back.
Aggressive, got to get it.
And just talk about, like, I know you're not active in it, but I know you're engaged in it too. Like, some of the things that they're, like, trying to do to make that happen.
Run to the ball. Like I said, violence, aggressive. That's how you're going to get it out. Everybody, whole 11 to the ball. Just like, that's all he say. Like, I don't know if I can say anything about AG, but I can say he's just aggressive. Like, he gonna go.
Do you... You're probably not old enough to remember him as a player, and I say that.
We watched his highlight tape, man. Tracy
is that right?
Sat down and watched his highlight tape.
Good. I was just asking.
He took a lot of. He's real good
with AG's game.
Whoa, yeah. He told her we can't take it, but we can get a little something. Yeah, we watched the tape. He good.
Oh man, that's funny. I know you and Jeff Okudah had a great relationship as you came in, and you were like, I'm going to stick to this guy. And his story last year was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
From an injury perspective, yours, was just amazing. Number 3 rookie cornerback in the frickin' league last year. You were by PFF.
Yes,
incredible. and then the injury.
Yeah.
You guys, again, brothers, in a less familiar, less happy place, right?
Yes, sir.
What did your offseason, how did you grow together? Did you work together? What was it like together coming up and coming back from those injuries as the offseason progressed?
Man, like we still, that's my guy. We still tight. Like, you know, just because we play in the same position, we still tight. But we linked up in Atlanta. Actually, he been working in Atlanta, doing real good, bro. Like I said last year, I'm gonna repeat. He gonna have if he stay healthy like I tell him every day, like keep going, he gonna have a breakout season, honestly. But we got a connection. We linked up in Atlanta. We did a couple things, but I ain't really full to clear to go. So when I do get that, we're gonna be at it right at every weekend.
He was all over Cephas today. The two of them. Cephas put a shoulder in, and he came back and put Cephas down. I'd love to see that fight in Jeff Okudah today. I think this is a guy who, a little bit like Goff, hasn't really gotten the shot that he deserves in Detroit, and I think this is really his year. I thought last year was, and it was unfortunate how it ended, but boy, he came back and his rehab and the work he's done, his Instagram.
Right.
Whoa, what this guy is in, and the stuff that you put out on Instagram and Twitter and the inspirational stuff. I mean, he's living your words.
Right. That's my guy.
Does he know that?
Yeah.
That you're telling him what to do?
No. I don't tell him what to do. No, we bros. Like we help each other out. Like if I see something out there while I'm not out there right now, I tell him. He respect it. He taking it. He go try to change it. So like if he tell me something, I do the same. But we just got a good connection. Like I said, he helped me out last year. Yeah. Like I'm gonna continue to call Big Bro, but even though I'm older than him, but
I knew it was come out.
It's crazy that this is his third year. It's your second year, and you're older than him.
Hey, hold on. Yeah, you forgot Chase Lucas. Chase Lucas older than all of us. Chase Lucas older than all of us. But hey, I'm just playing.
Yeah, Amon Ross said he played against Chase forever. He said Chase was there for the whole time. Yeah, he was around. But Coach called him out today and said he's a guy that's caught his eye and done some nice things. What have you seen?
Yeah, he's doing good. Trying to learn the nickel position. They throwing him around at safety. So, he's doing very good as a rookie. So,
what's the biggest thing you learned about being a pro? Because guys don't necessarily come into this league understanding what it takes to play in the National Football League.
Yes, sir. Just like you said, this is a job. I had to figure out that. It's 9 to 5. So just come in. You got to work. It's football at the same time. It's something you've been playing, but at the same time, you got to go by the boundaries and the things they want you to do right. Like it's still like, I can't really explain it, because I'm still on year 2, so I'm still learning it. But as I'm looking at it and going off that, it's just like you got to take it one day at a time, because it's your job.
But very quickly you realize if you don't treat it that way, somebody else will, and you won't be there.
You got people at home right now on the couch that soon, if you're not doing right, they can call them up. That's how quick it is.
Right.
It's a business. And I realized it's a real business, so I ain't trying to
Because the thing is, too, and the thing is, the whole world opens up to you when you're a football player. Every door is open, and you got to realize I can't walk through that door.
Yes,
I got to do my work.
Yeah, you got to.
And
you're in a good shoe. My bad to cut you off, but you're in a good opportunity. You can't mess that up. You just keep going off that.
It may be more fun in the short term the other way.
Thank you.
But in the long term, if you want to stick around, that's the guys that do it. And it's even the best players, you watch them and how hard they work. And I always thought that separated so many guys, just their dedication to task and understanding of what it took and just the work that they put in after practice. And even, a guy like Amon Ra who comes in as a rookie, 202 every day, just catching it. And how other guys said, okay, he's doing that. I'm going to jump in behind him, and you can start setting the tone for other guys.
That's how you start young. Like you said, we got a lot of young guys on our team. So, we still look up to the older vets, but we can take over too soon, so we gotta take that leadership in too. So that's why I'm saying, Amon, he a good leader right now, so he trying to just help the receiver crew.
Let me go back a little bit, Jerry, to the different doors that you could open and making the decisions not. We talked about it a year ago in the summer before last season. How you wound up going to JUCO, right? And hey, there's some doors there that we opened, and hey, maybe we wouldn't open up.
Right.
And then Arkansas State, then Arkansas, and you work and you just step up, right? How much of that really is the stuff that you took away and learned and apply as to looking at what doors are the ones that you want to open and walk through and which ones you don't? I mean, were you lucky in a way to learn that early and have that harder road, do you think?
Man, all them opportunities from JUCO to Arkansas, I learned a lot, and the only one that really hit me was the one I went to Arkansas. That was the biggest one, because the things I did and what happened, that's what made me go undrafted. So like all them like really made me who I am now. Like become a real man. Like I was a little boy back then doing childish things, but I'm a real man. Like I just want to show everybody like they can do it. Like it's a lot in me that I got like that I want to bring out and show people. So like that's why I do what I do. Like I love to help out, love to do things for the community, stuff like that. But like I learned a lot from them, that role, and I won't never forget that. So like every time I think about it, that just make me go harder and harder. So I just thank God every day and just keep working. So it's a blessing though. Like I say, it's a blessing. I'm just happy.
That's great.
With all those stops, you saw a lot of coaches. We were talking earlier about Dan Campbell and the impact that he's had here. What does he mean to this team, and why does he work for this team?
He mean a lot. He got that grit. Like he wanna. Like I said, everyone want to change it, but as far as want to win and help change Detroit, I think he got it more in him. Like for real, and like.
But how does he treat you as a person, as a man, as a player? Because I think that's important to get you to follow him.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he treats you like he let us be grown man. He not gonna baby us. He not gonna do none of that. And like I said, they played in the league, like so they know what it takes to stay and play longer and win games. So like he just want to treat us like regular NFL players. Like he don't do nothing special, nothing like that.
Without naming names, do you have friends around the league that talk to you about their coaches and they're like, man, I can't. This guy's it might be a little bit, and it's not always that way.
Right. So like you get a coach like that, you got to cherish it. So, yeah, he a great person, great dude.
We see that. We see that in the way you guys treat him.
What about the other way? Some of the guys you talk about and their curiosity about Dan Campbell and what he brings. Is there a curiosity and maybe a potential, like you hear people saying, boy, that looks like a great guy to play for. Do you hear any of that around the league at all, or is it not that kind of talk?
I've been seeing it, but when we actually won, when we won Minnesota game, like all my friends and friends from JUCO was just like, yo, bro, your coach is something like special, like. And then like in the beginning when I first got here, they heard him like when he say bite kneecaps and stuff like that. Like when they heard that, like they just like, welcome to Detroit. He's just like he real special, man. So like they really like him, but he's a great person, man, a great dude.
I've tried to explain to people. Because they look at it and they say, well, that's one win. But what that Minnesota game meant to you guys. Because when players literally put their blood, sweat, and tears on the field every week and they're not getting anything out of it, when you finally get something like that to happen, just the release has to be incredible.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I was just so happy. Like I was just happy for Coach Campbell because, like, he gave me the opportunity, and that was his first year coaching as a head coach.
Right.
Like, he was just a tight end coach last year, so for him to try to help change this culture around, I was so happy for him, man. And it was just like we had to just keep going, but things end up about it. But we're gonna be real special. So.
Well, let me ask really quick to the crowd: what was your reaction to that win against Minnesota?
That was a good one.
Absolutely. I know I was there with Andy, and he's got the club seats. He was able to share one with me and came for the game. And to be there, I'll never forget that moment. It was an absolute.
Like we won the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, it was. It was a release. It was post-coital, like afterwards, like, oh my God, right? It was great. Oh my God, what a great time. So you guys got it going on this year.
Yeah.
What's the sense? What's the sense of a change in attitude this year to last year? Looking at this season,
we don't even look back at last season. We just trying to rebuild. We got like we said, we got a house right now. We just started over with, so we just gonna take it. Like I said, one day at a time, build that house, and we just trying to go far. That's all I say right now for the team. So
yeah, that's good. All right, last question, Dan.
No, just in terms of looking forward. What you see from this team in terms of an attitude about this season and learning how to win. I imagine it's just, and I was talking to Taylor Decker about this the other day, it's just blinders. And it's just this meeting, this practice, this rep, and all those things add up to get where you want to go. You can't really look big picture.
You can't right now. We just got to one day at a time. Everything going to be good. Just work.
The thing I love about that is there's so many things in football that apply to life.
Right.
There's so many things in football that apply to life
every
about
day.
Working, doing things incrementally, and letting them grow into the big things. And it's I think that's a really cool thing about that you can apply from sports to whatever your profession is and wherever you want to get better.
Yes, sir. You're right.
The 1% better mantra that's going on. I love seeing you guys embrace that. It's a great way to be.
Yeah, that's all we got to do. You know, a lot of people down on us right now, so we don't look at that either. You know, check us out. We're gonna be good.
Damn right, yeah.
Hey, we can't wait to see you back out there, man. I'm telling you, you were.
I don't want to put a date on it how you were rushing, but
you were inspirational to us last year, and you know what else you were? You were a sign of what's right about this organization and this coaching staff now. When they take a guy, bring him along
from the bottom,
and then we forget where he came from and just say, this dude can play.
Yeah.
Put him out there. He's one of the 11.
You feel me? So like,
I feel you.
You can see that.
I want a shirt.
I
want a shirt.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. If you can see that, I like it. So yeah, we're gonna be real special, and when I get back, we're gonna be even very special. So.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
All right, with that, I mean, Jerry's got a lot. Let's thank Jerry Jacobs for coming out and joining us, right?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Forward to the crib. Touchdowns. You're right.
Jerry finished up at 7:15 tonight. He's got to be there first thing tomorrow, and he still made time for us tonight. So really big of Jerry to come out. He is like a special guy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Like I said, my bad to cut you off, but I just want to thank Detroit Lions podcast for real, because like, you know, y'all mean a lot to me, and you know, you helped me out with a lot of things, and we're gonna keep going. So thank you guys.
All right.
All good, Jerry.
If you have not yet gone, go to seatbeltgang.com. Get your merch. I see Jacob back there. There you go. Get your merch. I think those are the first people that Jerry's going to see to maybe sign something on the way out.
Yeah, I will. I got you, my guy. Good deal. I will.
Come on down.
Yes, sir.
Seatbeltgang.com. Jerry's merch. We're going to see some other stuff. Just keep your eyes open because there's a lot going on at seatbeltgang.com. Jerry, thank you so much for coming out, man. I really appreciate everything about you, everything you've done for us, and it's a great lot of fun, man. You're a great guy.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Jerry.
We're going to pause the podcast for about 15 minutes. We'll come back live with a closeout and the final stuff. Thank you, everybody. Hold on tight. We'll be right back with the Detroit Lions podcast.